Well, happy vernal equinox this afternoon. Big event happens, of course, for planet Earth. The weather's going to be trying to play catch up. We've got rain and snow chances this week and overall below normal temperatures. The vernal equinox, 4:24 p.m. this afternoon. The direct, strongest rays of the sun will reach the northern hemisphere, cross the equator at that time, and they stay on our side of the planet, the northern hemisphere here, for the next 6 months. It also means rapidly increasing daylight, not just here, but especially at the Arctic. We're actually in the period right now through March 25th, where we're gaining 3 minutes and 9 seconds per day. It's the fastest change in daylight through the year. Temperatures, though, still playing catch-up, below normal today. Warmer than it was for the first half of the weekend, but still about 7 degrees below normal. We should be in the mid-40s this week, and those temperatures are going to be running at least a few degrees behind that. Upper 30s today for us, but just around 20 in the northwestern corner of the state. Normal highs in northern Minnesota are in the mid-30s, so that is way below normal for them. And we've seen that pattern all winter where the northwestern part of the state has been colder relative to normal than us here in the eastern part of the state. And it will be closer to normal Wednesday ahead of this system, but then overall temperatures are going to be at or below normal. The blues and reds here showing the temperature anomalies or that difference from normal, and there's not a lot of fluctuation for us over the next several days, just overall below the average. And we're watching another system coming across the Rockies. This is the first of two this week that's going to be giving us some rain and snow, primarily for northern Minnesota tomorrow night, rain in the south, and then another system slamming into California tomorrow will bring another shot of moisture close to us. It looks like Wednesday night. So here's tomorrow evening, 8 p.m., rain showers in southern Minnesota, heavy snow for northern Minnesota. It's going to be that wet variety, and still raining in the overnight. So it's increasingly looking likely that we're going to stay mostly on the rain side with this first system in the Twin Cities in southern Minnesota. Northern Minnesota, though, winter storm watch is out, and the possibility of some heavy snow. Accumulations, as is often the case this time of year, tricky to pin down, but it looks like the North Shore could see the most. That's the best chance of over a half foot, but also a wide swath of several inches across northern Minnesota from Fargo up through Bemidji as well. But again, the tricky thing is getting snow to accumulate on top of warm, wet ground. The one thing northern Minnesota will have going is it's going to happen at night, but this is the raw model output. You get a lot more. When we look at the model's net snowfall output, where it accounts for compacting and melting, you get about half as much. So there's going to be a wide range of possibilities with that snowfall. And the same thing for us in southern Minnesota as this next system comes through Wednesday night. But again, because it's happening at night, a little bit better chance that that could accumulate here in the southern part of the state. But the model's still honing in on the track. Some models bring it into the Twin Cities. Some keep it south of us. So varying snowfall scenarios. Here's two models that keep most of it south. So then we get very little in the Twin Cities, but maybe Rochester or Albert Lee especially get some. And then a couple models that are a little further north with the Twin Cities on the edge of the accumulating snow. So still got to hone in a little bit on that path for the Wednesday night system, but tomorrow night's does look to be mainly rain for us. And a touch warmer these next couple of days too. Low 40s, a little bit cooler again on Thursday, and bearing in mind that the normal high is about 45, we get closer to it or at it at least by next weekend. But yeah, still a few degrees below normal through most of this week.